deputies say Buxton had sex with a 13-year-old girl and criminal sexual conduct with a minor. Our cameras were rolling as Philip Buxton was taken to jail this afternoon.
Well, Don, at this point, we don't need to say allegedly or accused. We're hearing from the attorney who represents that associate pastor this afternoon, and he says his client is admitting to taking the money, and now his client wants forgiveness from the church and the community.
Every Sunday, the Reverend Creflo Dollar packs him in under the World Dome, his 8,500-seat church outside Atlanta. The pews are filled, and so are the donation plates.
The Word of God is the gateway to the world of wealth.
Whenever I put money in the collection plate, I stand up and hold the money up so the hoes could see. This is bait. Bitch, I'm putting this 50 in here so them hoes know I got 50 to give.
Yeah, they did.
Everything is corrupt, Bobby. I mean, like, what?
Oh, no, because religious people will forgive God for fucking anything. If in their mind, he does good things, rainbows, children's laughter, shit like that, right? But when he does bad things like hurricanes, AIDS, cancer, child molestation, then we just go, oh, well, God works in mysterious ways.
Well, if you have the caveat in place that you're going to always be forgiven if you ask.
That's sucker shit,
You
though.
can do anything.
Talk to me, Corey.
That doesn't make sense in no phase of this world. This what we learn as we are on this planet, we start to learn that it's people who will dog you out time and time again if you let them.
Right.
So how can this be something that's helpful to the people if you tell them whatever you do, all you have to do is ask to be forgiven instead of doing something to be forgiven?
Changing.
Yeah, well,
Right.
You know, actions are what makes the world go round. That's what I judge people off of. Actions.
That's
Right.
You can say whatever to me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm saying, like, you looked at as a bad guy if you tell the truth in a lot of situations. And church is something that I can honestly say I know it's bullshit because I know too many people who hustle off of it. And don't nothing happen to them.
Look at
You know what I mean?
Look at
The church is
Brother,
a hustle.
That's the facts. That is the facts, brother.
So
I don't feel the same way about stuff I don't know. Like, I don't know a lot about Islam.
Yes,
I don't know a lot about other things that are outside of this country because this is where I was born and this is what I know. But I'm smart enough to know bullshit.
Right.
I'm an OG. I done
can
seen
smell
it
it.
all.
Right.
Man, this sucker shit.
Is it true you had sex with a 13-year-old girl?
Philip Gerard Buxton said nothing as he left the Spartanburg County Sheriff's Office Wednesday. Deputies say he confessed to allegations of criminal sexual conduct with a minor, second degree. Earlier in the day, deputies picked him up at Cleveland Chapel Baptist Church, where their website shows he's the senior pastor.
Standing
Yes.
on a rumor.
say more.
Congregations to task for not serving the community in their estimation as those churches should. They say something doesn't add up when a pastor makes a lot of money, drives a luxury car, and yet the people who live near his church are in poverty.
Son, don't go to sleep while I'm talking. Hey, don't you lay your head back. I'm important. I'm somebody. Now, you might do your English teacher that way, but I'm not teaching English. I'm teaching eternal life here. I love you. You know I love you. Have I convinced you I love you? Yeah. You better nod your head. Yes, all right. Come on, put it right there. All right. You stay awake and you listen to me. You say, well, he may never come back. Well, he ain't here now.
New information tonight about a former Richmond sheriff's deputy accused of having sexual contact with inmates.
We first alerted you on the NBC 12 News app as soon as we learned of the accusations against Matthew Mellerson, who is also a preacher. In fact, he was a chaplain at the Richmond City Jail before his arrest.
And where have you been, Mr. Underwood?
Against him, Brent?
Yeah, we're talking felony offenses here. 3 male victims, 8 separate charges, and now a deputy out of a job. Oh, come on and bless the Lord. That's Matthew Mellerson preaching at a Richmond church back in 2014.
Even in your darkness, God still got his flashlight on you.
Millerson was a chaplain at the Richmond jail, where he served as a sheriff's deputy. NBC 12 got a hold of these court documents. Millerson indicted, accused of sexual contact with inmates.
I'm just confused.
Nikki Shaw has a loved one in custody at the Richmond jail and now has many questions about the allegations against Millerson.
How long was this going on? Had nobody noticed? You know, like, is this... How did he get to do this and nobody realized what was going on?
According to court records, the activity started back in September of last year and happened again 2 months later. It didn't stop there. More allegations this year, in January and in February.
Whether it's Christianity, Judaism, Islam, Buddhism, or what? Christianity and religion as we know it is a business? Big business. Biggest business is bigger than AT&T. You get all kinds of tax breaks, and all kinds of privileges when you're a minister. And salary is paid. You think the Pope would be there if he didn't get a big salary? He didn't get the big salary of all. Do you think? No, let's face it. How many ministers you know doing it for free?
The man whose last name literally means money in the United States often suggests to his 30,000 parishioners the more they give, the more God will deliver financial blessings to them.
Which is basically the Christian gospel turned on its head, turned upside down. And it's to honor Creflo Dollar, not so much about honoring God.
Any religion that doesn't require discipline is some sucker shit. I mean, like, if you can just go to church and fuck up forever and just say, forgive me for my sins, that's the game, homie. That's that shit I'm out here running. You know what I'm saying? That's the game. I'm sorry if somebody might get mad out here. My mama don't like when I talk like that because, you know, she's a victim of the game. She been going to church as long as I've known her. Some of the worst people I know hang out at her church. And, you know, I had to get them away from her. My mother the type to drop people off, stuff like that. I mean, like, who is this fool over here? You know what I'm saying? And it'd be a lady that'd be older than me, of course, but I know the game.
Right.
I'm like, what they over here for? Why they be over here all the time? Well, she in between houses and all that. I'm like, you done let another stray of the church.
A stray Christian. And all that revenue is tax exempt, with little or no way to know how much he has or how he spends it.
What that means, it sounds technical, but what that means is that the church, he doesn't have to give financial information to anybody, and so therefore he doesn't.
But there are ways to get a glimpse of some of that wealth. From where else? The heavens. This is a satellite view of Dollar's Georgia home, worth more than $2.3 million. These New York records show Dollar and his wife sold their Manhattan condo for $3.75 million. And that's not all.
Bentleys, Rolls Royces, corporate jets, $23,000 commodes, corporate jets, $23,000 commodes.
In 2007, the lavish spending even caught the attention of the U.S. Senate.
That you stole today from the church. Your pastor stole from my mother's church, and this is his co-conspirator right here. $21,000 he stole out the bank today. He said that he is a he's a signer on the account, and he stole the money. Go ahead. We don't leave orderly, but we need to for y'all to know. We respect the house of God. But you disrespected my dead mother. And then you wouldn't even answer my phone calls. Don't touch me, please. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you all. Don't touch me. Call the police, because you going to jail, buddy. My mother confided in you. She trusted you. You was her confidant, and you robbed her in her death.
Know what you did to me and my sister? The one you molested. Yeah, sister. You didn't do that. And you can sit and have church and be okay. You didn't do that. You didn't do that. You're not gonna give me peace and life. I want you to life. I apologize. If you sorry for what you did. You apologize? Thank you. I apologize. We've been running my life for a long time. Now I have the strength to face the man himself, Robert Lee. I come to talk to him personally. Like, I've been running my life for my sister life.
Alleged sex abuse abuse and rape of her little sister, just 14 years of age, allegedly by her own father, Matthew Gibson, the son of the bishop of Progressive Baptist Church of Brownsville. Maple said the sexual assault has apparently been going on for years, but she and her family only heard about it this past Wednesday when she noticed that her little sister was acting strange.
She just blurted it out to us that she said, my dad's been raping me since my mom died, which was 2012.
44-year-old Matthew Gibson was arrested on Thursday and charged with criminal sex abuse and forcible touching of a female victim between the ages of 9 and 14. The little girl's grandmother is so upset beyond words.
He's in jail right now, so you should rot in hell to do this to your own child. How can a father do this?
Girls at this church has been going on for years and involves others besides Gibson.
Talk to your children more. I feel pastors, anyone that's working with children should get background checked.
I need anyone that has been a victim to either one of these men to come forward so that we can help them, so that we can bring this man to justice, so that we can bring this church down.